The Exterminator is a movie that I didn't really want to watch, but I was at a drugstore and they have a movie section that no one goes to, and I found The Exterminator 2 on Blu-ray for only $8, so I bought it, and then I had to watch the first movie first in order to, get it. So I rented it from a video store, and while I was watching it, I noticed that it had a review from Roger Ebert back in the day. He gave it a thumbs down. So I read his review quickly, and he just called it like a gross piece of exploitation cinema that just wasn't very good. But I still wanted to watch the movie. So this movie is written and directed by James Glickenhaus, who also did McBain. I wanted to watch McBain when I was in high school because I thought it was the inspiration for the Simpsons parody. That's an unintentionally hilarious movie starring Christopher Walken in one of his early roles, especially involving a fighter jet. But this movie is about a man who was captured in Vietnam, and while he's being tortured by the Vietnamese, one of his fellow soldiers rescues him, so they become pals for life. And now they're living in New York at a grocery store, I think, and they're they're stock boys, I guess, or they do stuff like that. And they beat up some punks who are trying to rob the place. And everything's good until his friend gets jumped by the thugs. They paralyze him and put him in the hospital. So now our main character will have to get revenge. And he does within the first 20 minutes of the movie. So our goal is complete. And that wasn't very satisfying. For some reason, the movie keeps going. Our main character then goes after a mob boss so he can rob the man and give the money to his friend's wife. And then he goes after some rapists who go after a prostitute because he just bumps into one on the street. The movie has no real follow through. For one thing, it doesn't really have any symbolism or themes, mainly because the front of the DVD cover have him in a motorcycle leather outfit with a flamethrower, but that doesn't really happen in the movie. He uses a torch in an interrogation scene once without the suit, and he occasionally does ride with a motorcycle, but it's not like an outfit. It's not he's not like a vigilante, anti-hero. He calls himself the Exterminator, and so does the media, and then the CIA try to take him down in the last 10 minutes, but that should have been the main plot of the movie. Or they could have had the prostitute be a love interest sidekick character or something, or they should have escalated and had the gang member be the cousin of a more deadly gang member, or the mafia boss, or anything really. I mean, the movie really has no story. It's literally man gets attacked by thugs, avenge them, and then you just random subplots thrown in, and then very unsatisfying stuff. There's no real vigilante action. Just watch Death Wish instead. It's a way better movie, more brutal. This movie just feels like a really trashy piece of boring exploitation cinema that doesn't really rise up to any, cinematic level. No, there's no outfit. There's no, scene of comeuppance. It's just kind of a series of events that happens, and it's not very entertaining. And now I have to go watch the sequel because I bought it. But that's what happens when you blind buy movies. So I give The Exterminator a 2 out of 10.